Can you ask yourself, why would you ever tell your children what a horrible human being you were, what a drug dealer you were, how you were addicted to pornography, lust, cheated on your ex-wife, when now you're a professor, very respected at a prestigious university, and especially during a time when there was no Google to tell on everybody? Well, that's my story. My story. Why would I ever write a book called Coming Clean? See, I never wanted to write the book. My dream was that I would finish my Ph.D. and from there I would go on to a university where nobody would know who I ever was, and I would live my life like that until the day I just went on to be with Christ. But what happened is I had this wonderful ex-wife. Every time I said something or did something, continued to be threatened that she was going to tell my children and tell everybody who I was. Until one day I decided, you know what? I'm going to tell. I'm going to be the one that's going to take the first step. And I decided to write a book so that when my children grew up, they would realize that, hey, you know what? The father that we love, he ain't a saint. He was not a saint. My father was a horrible human being, but my father was changed by an amazing God who transforms the most hardened of all hearts. So what is coming clean? You know, coming clean to me was a process of liberation. It was a process where all of a sudden, all the hidden things in my life that were nailing me down, that were holding me back, that were keeping me in constant turmoil, I was liberating from them. Coming clean did not mean by any means that all of the bad I had done was going to be wiped away, erased, and I was going to live in La La Land and have a wonderful wife, a dog, and 2 more children. No, coming clean meant that my past no longer was going to define my future. Coming clean meant that I could go to my children and tell them, listen, this is who your father was. This is what I did. And by opening up to my children and allowing them to find a safe space, they could come to their father whenever they struggled or whenever they went through a very difficult situation and say, hey, Dad, you know what? I did this, or I was confronted with this, or I made this mistake. Because they would realize that they found a place where their father would not judge them. I would not be happy when they make bad choices, and when they're small enough, I would correct them, I would punish them. But at the same time, I would let them know that just like God forgave me and gave me a new life, I forgave them and loved them. Love, sometimes we mistake the ability to love with the ability to forgiveness. See, one thing that I learned the very hard way or the amazing way is that, yeah, God is a very merciful God, but God is also a just God. And the wrong that I did, I had to pay for it. And I've been paying for it not since 1990, the day I was released from prison. After 10 years of incarceration, I've been paying for it till today, 2019. And I wanted to say, or guess to say, that I'll still be paying it for a long time. But what is wonderful, what the great news about coming clean is that all of a sudden, all that hidden sin, all that hidden horror that lived within the inside of the crevices of my life and my heart that I didn't want the world to know did not bind me. I was liberated from them. Yes, I would pay for it, but at the same time, they will not define me. So by coming clean and allowing my children to find that safe spot, to come clean with my children, with my wife, with my parents, with society, with God, is the most moment of liberation. So I urge everyone, try to find it within your heart. Don't pretend to your children that you are this saint that you are not, and hold them to a standard that you yourself have not been able to. Create that safe space, that zone where no one can be judged, everyone can be loved, and transformation exists, and hope lives. Thank you for watching. If you found the content to be engaging, please subscribe to my channel below, as I will be publishing a lot of different subjects on a lot of different topics from a narco mindset.